Hey, you alright?
You alright?
Yeah, I'm not bad, thanks. How are you?
How's your day?
Not bad, thanks. Not bad,
What have you
thanks.
been up to?
Not much, just getting here really. Just getting ready and just getting here. I'm from Hertfordshire, Watford. I'm 23 years old. I'm Congolese, but yeah, lived here all my life.
Okay, were you born in Congo?
Yeah, I was born in Congo. Came here when I was 4 or 5 years old. Really massive fan of music. I love music a lot. I like football. I support Arsenal. I like to go out a lot. My friends, traveling. I really like fashion. I'm into tattoos. I'm learning how to tattoo myself right now. I'm taking a course, so yeah. So when I found out I was gonna have Nyla, I was 19 when we first had Nyla. We just turned 20. So she was born a month before my 20th birthday. Yeah, she's born in November and I'm born in December. So yeah, just a month before my 20th birthday. When it first started, it was quite difficult because
if you could tell me the first couple months.
employment issues. I didn't have a job. I was looking for jobs. And I just managed to land a job at ASOS, and I was doing night shift. The night shift was 4 nights on, 4 nights off. Very long shifts, so 11-hour shifts, and Sarah was just pregnant when this happened, and it was just struggling. This is our first time. My parents are not really in my life like that. From a young age, I got kicked out of my house and doing everything by myself with Sarah as well. Her family are Muslim, so she got kicked out of our house from an early age. So when we found out she was pregnant, it was legit just us two. Already we were struggling with money, just the two of us. So when we found out she was pregnant, straight away we knew we couldn't afford the baby. We was lucky we had Sarah's auntie there, who obviously knows the law quite well, knows the government and knows the right people to go to. And she helped us out getting little grants here and there for baby stuff. But in general, it was just us two. You know, we didn't really get that much advice on what to do, how to be prepared. We really didn't know the workload. Obviously, you have your parents there to tell you all that kind of stuff, but not everyone has the privilege of having, you know, good relationship with their parents and being able to get love and advice from their parents all the time. So we didn't have that. We didn't have someone to tell us, like, it is a lot. You're going to sacrifice probably 3/4 of your own spare time. We didn't know the work effort. I feel like the government is set up to help females in that situation, so single mothers. Once you get to a certain age, obviously I was in the care system, and the care system 100% helped me go through school, get into uni and find my own housing. They did help me, but I feel like when it comes to with children, the government put more effort in helping a single mother, and for the guy, it's more of you've got enough strength to go and find a job and deal with it yourself. Not everything works out. You know, COVID, I had a job before COVID. Everything was going well, and then COVID hit, and you're made redundant. Do you know what I'm saying? Some people get furloughed, some people didn't get furloughed. That whole period of time during the COVID, everyone struggled, but the people with children struggled even more. You know, not being able to go out, fresh air for the children. You know, not having enough money, being in confined space, you and your partner arguing. It was a lot. Something needs to be done, because that whole period, that whole year and a half has damaged a lot of people and left people, you know, very low on money, scarred, and, you know, struggling to get themselves up again. When I wake up in the morning, if I've got a positive outlook on life, negative attitude, it's going to affect the whole family. And that's why I always try to be positive. You know, if I'm moody or I've got a lot going on, I'm not going to be affectionate to my partner. When I'm not affectionate to my partner, she gets agitated. You know, things in the house doesn't function as good, and my daughter sees that. But being constantly under pressure, it's hard to wake up in the morning and have a positive outlook on life. Do you know what I'm saying? It's very hard to always be stressing about money. I feel like as a man, especially with social media now, as a man, I think the role of a man is to be just the bank in the house. You have to be, and it's very sad because social media has made, especially young men, feel very insecure in themselves because they feel like they're always in competition with everyone else. Back in the day, you wouldn't see what someone in the other city is doing because you can't see it. But now, someone that's 2 years younger than you is making millions every year. That's going to affect you. That's going to affect you because you're struggling. You can't afford your shopping this week. It's going to affect you. You feel like you're not doing enough. I guarantee you there's so many kids at my age, at 18, going to a private school. They know what they want to do. They know what credit rate is. They know that, this is going to help me get my own house, get my own car, get my own business set up, And it's frustrating because out of the two of us, the person that got kicked out and is living through the government scheme are the people that need this kind of, lessons. For me and a lot of people in my situation, we feel like we're just trying to catch up. We're spending our years when we're strongest. We should be building our future. We should be building something for our children. We're kind of surviving. Do you get what I'm saying? We're trying to catch up. We're trying to survive. We're trying to live in the moment while the world is for the ones that have planned for the future. It is frustrating.
Those are just like a few statistics. Like, I just wanted to know, hearing these like facts and statistics, how does that, like, were you shocked?
No, I'm not shocked. I feel like men are not allowed to really speak about their feelings. Men are not really allowed to cry. They're supposed to be.
Tells you not to?
It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is in society. You don't see that much. The only time you see adverts about mental health or you see everyone supporting it is when someone commits suicide or when a footballer or someone famous that's a guy dies, and then that's when everyone's like, yeah, let's try and push it again. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not really, all right, this is happening every day. Let's make sure we have somewhere in town where if guys are stressed, they can just come in and just talk to someone, because the pressures men go through, it's very difficult. And with me, I feel like unless I know you've gone through the same thing as me and you know exactly how much pressure I'm under, I won't be able to talk to you. Tough times never last, but tough people do, but you don't realize that it knocks you out slowly to the point some people can't get up again, and that's where people commit suicide, because they've just been told it's the norm. Guys are supposed to be taking all that weight. It's normal, but we're living in a different society. Less pressure needs to be put on men to always have to be the provider, always have to, this high standard of men need to know exactly what they need to do, earn this exact amount of money, have themselves all sorted out at a certain amount of age. It's too much. It's too much. I feel more pressure from women than my boys. Obviously for me, my boys have know where I've come from. So for them, the fact that I'm still here, surviving, taking care of my daughter, they applaud me for that and always try and help me. Well, I feel like, I don't think it's their fault. I really feel like social media and just the way the world is changing, men are made to feel, if you're not earning at least over $2,000 a month, you're broke, Yeah, I am scared for Nyla, only because I've seen the amount of progress from when I was young to now, how much, the world is changing, the values of life, what people find important, what people find valuable in a household, I am scared for her because I don't want her to grow up with a mentality thinking, as long as my man has money, it's fine. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's not okay. There's a lot more to life, there's a lot more to relationship, there's a lot more to men than just having money.
What advice would you give to, I guess, your younger self or another guy that's going through a similar
just to chill, not to put too much pressure. I think people plate watching other people's plates is probably the worst thing you can do in life. Just chill. It's not a race. You're in your own race, and try to funnel your dream. If you do something that inspires you, that helps you get up every day and you love, then it's not that much of a burden. Don't feel like you have to, make money, but don't make money to the point where you're not happy and you're only making money to, pay rent and just, do you know what I'm saying? There's a lot more to life than paying rent and having to be a breadwinner and stuff like that. Just take your time to find out who you are, what makes you happy, yeah, man. Men in general, we need that safe space where we can come and just speak our mind without being judged and get given the right advice on how to pattern our own lives.